Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video, this time from the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship Season 2, Round 6, Tier 2. So, as we saw with Tier 1 yesterday, or whenever you watch Tier 1, if you watch Tier 1, um, we had a long showing of Michalenko, Lysenko, Flappy, and Epu, especially towards the end. And Michalenko and Lysenko got a lot of screen time. Unfortunately for Team Motion Blur, Gadget, and Blave, they had some unfortunate events in the early stages of the race, and that kinda set them back a little bit. But yeah, here we are for Tier 2, and let's see where the Tier 2 boys qualified in today's race. And we do have yet another rookie with us in his first debut race. Quackers debuted last week, and this time we have a new member of the Hammer Squad. All right then, let's see where everyone qualified and send these guys off. In P1 we have Koval. In P2 we have Vatanen. P3 we have Godonitz. P4 we have the newcomer Quackers. P5 then for the Viking Kimaru. We have P6 for Dowlers in Gungnir Racing. We have the Flymo Man Haldir in P7. Senator in P8. And we have Rex in P9. And our new guy, Race Clean or RC, in Dowler's sister team of Gungnir Racing. So he has taken up the reins as the second driver of Gungnir Racing. So good luck, everyone, and have fun. All right, here we are, waiting for Five Lights to go dark. And we're off for round 6 at Deep Forest in the Group 3s. Good start there from Kim as he moves himself up into P2. We have Gedanitz on the inside into turn 1 as Gedanitz takes P2, Kim then P3. And Kim has opted to go for soft tires. I think that was a blooper. As we see the rest on mediums, we have Gedanitz on soft as well. And it looks relatively clean down the field with the demon eyes of the Porsche chasing down after Koval. As we see, Kim is all up in Gedanitz's business. Very good start there from the Merc. As we're gonna follow these guys till the lap 2, and we saw Vatanen with a 1 second penalty, so he's extended a little too much as we see them going into the hairpin now. Kim going very narrow through the hairpin. As we see them coming through to go over to start lap 2. As we see Koval going very defensive now into turn 1. And we're going to go down the field and look a little bit with the rest. We have Dellers there, we have Vatanen. Vatanen must have extended after bridge corner. As we have Quackers there in the R8, we have Rex up into P7, we have Haldir, we have Senna, and we have RC in 9th place. So he's still, as we see Vatanen Taking a look back with Vatanen real quick as he goes very wide there out of turn 1. Oh, and he gets a little tap there. Oh, that could be done as a racing incident. It was very tight. None of them willing to give each other space. Maybe there could be a stewards report in that. As we go back to the top 3 then. As we see, Gadanitz and Koval has gotten himself a tiny gap down to Kim, as Kim is still trying to stay in the slipstream range of these two. Gadanitz very fast, so definitely looking for a promotion whenever he can. I don't think he's close enough in the championship standings at the moment. I don't remember exactly the positions of everyone. Haven't seen Volosky in a couple of rounds now, so let's hope he comes back to it as well, as we see a fastest lap there for Gadanitz with a 128.6. And Koval still trying to hold the German off. 2 German cars. We have Kim also not very far behind. Just not keeping up the same pace as his competitors. He's closing in a little bit in the tunnel. As we see, very slightly there from Gadanitz. We have Dowlers still trying to catch up to his teammate. Dowlers got out-qualified by Kim for once, which is a little bit unusual because Dowlers is faster in Qually, but just couldn't keep up with the Quali pace this time around. As we see Rex there in 6th, we have Senna in 7th, we have Haldir in 8th, we have Race Clean in 9th, and Vatanen has a lot of catching up to do. Going back to the top 3 then. Very close battles here, and Koval seems to be breaking the toe a little bit from Gadanitz. But Gadanitz still a fly in the ointment here. He tries to he is getting closer in the tunnel section. Maybe he has a little bit more downforce in for the twisties than Koval. Not a big gap between these 3 right now. Koval on medium, so he's keeping a very good pace on those mediums. With Gadanitz on soft. Will it be? Oh, and he outbrakes himself, Gadanitz. Almost rear-ending Koval there. So we see Kim is still trying to keep up, but struggling a little bit. He is within slipstream range, so at least he's keeping up that way. He just has to wait for mistakes. Gadanitz then Still not able to close in on Koval. We have Kim closing in on Gedanitz a little bit. Let's take a look back from Koval's spoiler. 127.8 there for Kim. Beamer is fast. We saw that with Flappy as well. Koval trying to break the toe a little bit from Gedanitz. As Gedanitz is closing in, maybe a little too wide out of turn 1 there. There could be, it was a penalty for Gedanitz, as he gets slapped with half-second penalty. Kim closing in. So Kim has the pace, as he goes very close to the barrier. The Merc seems to work right now. Kim wasn't a big fan of the Merc in Yas Marina. Slower than expected. As we see, Kim is gonna take P2 for the moment. As Gedanitz dropped down to P3. As we see Dowlers there, we have Quackers. The new guy is impressively fast as well. And then we have Rex, we have Senna and Haldir. Senna and Jason in the 296s. Some good little racing here between the two veterans, as we see Haldir trying to go for a move on Senna into turn 1 and moves himself up into P7. That he does. No, Senna still has better exit out of turn 1 and gets himself up into P7 again. As we see, Koval is starting to drag away a little bit from Kim and Gedanitz. I think Kim's tires are starting to take a beating. Beautiful sound out of that Merc though. As Kim goes very wide out of the hairpin, still able to stay in front of Gedanitz. Soft stints should not last longer than 11 laps, so yeah. As you can see, the tire wear on the soft tires are pretty high versus Koval on medium. Very close battle here between Kim and Gedanitz. As we see Gedanitz on the inside of Kim. Is that Porsche able to outpower the Mercedes? The Mercedes has a little bit more power, it seems. Gedanitz on the inside. No, he backs off. Goes on the inside out of the hairpin. And it looks like Kim still has enough speed to keep the German behind. Yeah, that Merc is definitely fast enough. Gdanit's opting not to go for a move. Very, very close between Gdanitz and Kim now. We have Quackers and Dowlers there in the background. And Gdanitz finding a way through from the Norwegian and getting himself back into P2. I think he has a little better pace right now. The Merc is very heavy on tires. As we see Gdanitz pulling away from Kim. We have Dowlers and Quackers closing in. They're very close to each other as well. Could be an overtaken move from Quack. No, he's still too far behind to do anything. Oh, as we see, almost a spin there from Kim. As he botches the hairpin a little bit, as we see Dowlers now closing in on his teammate. And I think, yeah, Kim is letting Dowlers through. And blocking Quackers now. Quackers not able to take advantage of Kim's door opening, and that could be the cue for Dowlers to punch down the throttle and get away. Will Quackers be able to get past the Merc? As he tries to go for a move on the inside into the... no. He has possibly better exit out of the hairpin. As he goes past Kim to take P4. P3, I mean. That Merc is really difficult to pass. It's got good speed down the straight, and but the tires are completely shot in on Kim's car. This should be his final lap. As we see Rex, we have Senna, we have Haldir in a scramble for P5 now. Oh, as we see, oh, Rex is very, very loose there on the rear end. Let's hope he doesn't go into the wall driving that hard. But a very close battle here for P5 as well, with Senna and Haldir. As we see Senna trying to go for a move up the hill, through the tunnels. And I think Senna is able to get the move done. Classic livery there from Senna, as we've seen him ever since GT Sport, using that livery. As we see Kim into the pits now. And Rex in a Ferrari sandwich. We have Vatanen closing in. We have Rex trying to go for a move on the inside into turn 1. Senna very wide out of turn 1 and losing. Oh, ooh. That is not where you want to be, Senna. Into the wall as we see Vatanen now closing in on him as well, taking P6 from him in a spectacular fashion there, Vatanen. And Senna now dropped down 3 positions as we see Rex and Haldir duking it out. This could be one of Haldir's better races so far. I think Jason is going to go for a one-stopper. As we see Vatanen very eager to try and get past these two. We see Gedanitz in the background as well. Fresh tires. Good little battle from Jason as Jason goes on the inside into turn 1. Takes the move beautifully from Rex there. Moves himself up into P4. Beautiful overtake from Jason as he dives on the inside. Vatanen also wanting to make a move past the Australian. Little choppiness from Rex as we saw with Flappy, but Flappy was a little bit worse. Good battle here and further back the grid. What about Quackers and Dowlers? They're still battling it out as well. We see Quackers with some better tire wear on the front right. And Dowler's going very defensive into turn 1. We have Rex into the pits. Haldir still holding on as we see Gedanitz going for a move on Senna into turn 1. No. Yep. Here we go. As we see Gedanitz moving himself up into P6. Senna's not backing out. Senna is a tough driver. Senna is a tough driver. Fair, but tough. If you want to get past, you really have to work for it. As we see Vatanen again. Vatanen maybe pushing a little too hard. Oh! Gets out of balance and spins there. We have Kim coming through as well. Kim on a new set of soft. Okay. Maybe he's going for a soft stint. Rex then, new set of medium. We have Race Clean there in the back. Race Clean hasn't been racing for very long, but he's learning, he's improving, and make sure to watch out for Race Clean in the future. He will definitely improve and become faster. Pretty nerve-wracking knowing that you come into a league like this with only a couple of months under your belt, and then you're doing 1 hour races with a group of fast, clean racers. Quackers and Dowlers into the pits then. We have Senna and Gedanitz. Gedanitz has gotten past Senna. And he's taken up the fight to Jason. Jason has done a remarkable job so far in tonight's race, where he is just not doing any errors. Let's hope this keeps up. Haldir has been very unlucky over the past few races, or most of the season. So let's hope this is the race where he finally breaks out of his shell and gets a good position. Come on, Haldir. One of the oldest drivers' room veterans with Senna as well. Kim has been more or less here for a long period as well in driver's room, but Haldir and Senna definitely way longer. The oldest members in driver's room so far, in tier 2 at least. As we see Haldir taking P1. No, Qually comes out. Yeah, Haldir is taking P1. Wow. Gedanitz just parking his rear bumper in front of the Beamer. As we see, Gedanitz is going to try to hold off Qually. Did Qually go on a new set of mediums? So yeah, so he's probably two-stopping on medium. This is a good performance from Haldir. Haldir must have found a new step, because he's really moving in this race, Haldir, as he covers the inside into the hairpin. Still staying in P1. I think Adonis might have the better exit. Haldir is on more worn tires, and Haldir wants to go into the pits. Very tight, very stupid pit entry, but it is what it is, as we see Qually and Gedanitz. And Gedanitz, better speed out of the start-finish rate, and getting himself up into P1 again. As we see Senna still staying out, we have Dowlers and Quackers. These two have also been mostly inseparable from the very start. So Quackers, he is doing a remarkable job in his second race so far. Joined for the last Vision GT Group 1s. As we see Kim following the two. Dowler's done, doing very well. He has had a podium every race so far. As we see, Kim has overextended a little bit. But Dowler's has had a P2 and a P3 so far. No, 2 P2s, I think. Definitely a P2 last race. I think it might have been a P2 or P3 in Yas Marina. I have a goldfish memory with a concussion, so I've stole that from Blue Sin, Final Fantasy 14 YouTuber. But I have a double concussion, so I'm way worse than her. Dowlers doing a remarkable job so far, staying in fourth and keeping Quackers behind. Quackers is a good, strong driver by the looks of it, so I think we can expect to see a lot from Quackers in the future. could be tier 1 material as well. That is the absolute biggest achievement to get into tier 1 with all of the fast guys, because tier 1 is difficult to remain in with the talent, as we've seen in previous videos. So yeah, tier 1 definitely the goal for lots of drivers. Senna still staying out, so I think Senna is definitely doing a one-stopper. Senna is definitely doing a one-stopper. I think he's going to stay out until lap 20, 21, then go into the pits. Quackers is not close enough to do a move on Dowlers, but we have Kim as well on soft. And is it the right tire for him, or is it the wrong type of tire he chose? We have Haldir in 7 now after his pit stop. Haldir doing a very, very good job. I don't think he's had a step wrong so far. Coming back on lap 27 then, we have Quackers and Dowlers. Dowlers has dropped behind Quackers, and I think it's time for their pit stops soon. As we see Gadanitz down in 4th. Been unlucky with his exit out of his second pit stop. Haldir in P5. Doing a good job so far, Haldir. We have Rex there in P7, Senna in P6. We have Kim, we have Vatanen. As Vatanen tries to go for a move on the inside into the hairpin. And I think he gets that move stuck. Kim looks a little bit slower on medium. Maybe the team has greased up his tires. It looks a little bit slower now. Oh, and Kim overextends out of turn 1. Oh, yeah. Race clean, Rex. We have RC, race clean in P10. Still trying to find his groove in driver's room. So don't worry, sir. Your speed will come. It will take time, but the speed and the consistency will definitely get there. As we see Quackers and Dowlers now, Quackers has a few liters extra fuel in the tank than Dowlers, and that could be the demanding factor, or the deciding factor for them coming out of the pits. As we see Gadanitz back in P2, we have Haldir in P3 now. Not a step wrong from Haldir, so he's doing a remarkable job in today's race. We have Quackers coming out before Dowlers, so I think they're done with their pit stops for the day. The Audi definitely a strong car in Quackers' hands. As we see Dowlers and Senna, the new Ferrari versus the old. I will say the only thing I don't like about the new Ferrari is the rear taillights. They look a tad boring, but other than that, it's a very badass looking car, that 296. Dowler's really pushing. He's got nothing to lose right now. As we see RC just throwing himself off the track to let his lappers through. So, oh, get himself a little second penalty there. So, yeah. As I said, RC is still trying to find his groove. It's gonna take a few races, maybe a season, before he finds his proper groove. And racing with drivers like this will make him improve. We saw that with Kimaru in the beginning as well. Struggled a lot, and then he started to speed up. So racing with people like this will definitely improve your own speed and pace. As we see Godon, it's now into the pits. Very worn tires. As we see Quackers, we have Dollars, we have Senna. I think Quackers and Dollars are now the closest two on track. With Senna, of course, being behind. Gadonitz comes out behind. Oh, and Senna understeers into the wall. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, Senna. Kim then? Yeah, Kim is struggling. He is struggling. Medium's probably the tire he should have stayed away from. Should have probably stuck with soft. Gone for quick stints. Seems like the mediums now are hurting Kim in the end. So we see Koval into the pits now. How is his tires looking? Not too bad. Probably could have stayed out for a couple of more laps. Quacker's closing in on the lawnmower man. Do not cut his grass. He'll be pissed off. That's his job. Gedonitz now also closing in on Dowlers and Quackers. However, they're under no obligation to let Gedonitz through. Very close now between P2, 3, 4, and 5 as they go up the hill into the tunnels. And Haldir backing off. As we see Dollars very close on Quackers. Oh, as Haldir loses 3 spots there into the hairpin, so yeah, Haldir on very worn tires, and he's going into the pits. As we see, Dallas trying to hold off Quackers, Gedonits, I mean. Gedonits going on the inside of Dallas into turn 1. Soft tires are a lot stronger. But Dallas still holding on to P3. Gedonits shaking a little bit in his car behavior. Man, those demon eyes are menacing. I think Gedonits is going to be able to get past Dallas very soon. He has to work for it before his soft tires dies off out completely. Dallas covering the inside into the hairpin. As Gedonits has better speed and grip out of the hairpin. And getting himself into P3. Beautiful clean move there from Gedonits. Went into a different line and got himself past Dallas. So a beautiful move as we see Dallas is not giving up, going very wide out of turn 1. And Gedonits still keeping P3. Must be a little frustrating for Dallas right now, but at least he's keeping up a very, very good pace. Senna then, low fuel, low tires. I think Senna might have to go in. He must have misjudged his fuel or not taking on any at all. As we see Senna hold here on soft. So he's going to finish off the race on the soft stint. We have Rex in P7. We have Vatanen in P3, 8. I'm losing my mind again. As we see Kim in P9 with a half-second penalty, Vatanen with the 3-second penalty. So he did cut the pit entry or pit exit line. Vatanen just doing what he can now. He, I think he got demoted from tier 1 into tier 2, so he definitely needs to fight for his way back into tier 1. As we see Race Clean coming out of the pits, also breaking the pit entry or pit exit. It's a very harsh penalty. As we see Gedonits has passed Quackers. And we have Dallas very close to Quackers now. Oh, as we see a drift move from Dallas going past Quackers. And Dallas taking P3 from Quackers. That was kind of insane to watch. As we see Quackers trying to go for a move on the inside into the hairpin. Covering the inside there. Dallas has the outside. Gets better grip and speed out of the hairpin than Quackers. So Quackers will have to dig down deep now to find a way past his opponent. Dallas going very defensive down the start-finish straight. So we go on board with Quackers for a tiny bit. aggressive gearbox on that Audi, as you can hear the clunks and clinks whenever he shifts. So very aggressive gearbox. As Quackers is very close to Dollars. Senna into the pits with 1 liter left in the tank. So yeah, definitely didn't fill up in his previous stop. Dollars doing everything in his power to keep Quackers behind. Will Dollars have to defend into the hairpin? He's going very defensive down the straight. As Quackers goes for a dive, he really wants P3. As we have Quackers up into P3 now. Good clean move there from Quackers, sending Dollars down to P4. Dollars might come back on him as we see Quackers going very defensive down to turn 1. As we see Dollars is going to try and make a move into turn 1 on the outside. Very good clean racing so far from them. Definitely the among the 2 closest on track. As soon as they get out of bridge corner, we're just going to look down the field real quick. We have Haldir in 5th, we have Senna 6th, we have Kim and Vatanen 7 and 8, and Rex right behind. And we have Race Clean in 10. We have Koval there in P1. We have Gadanitz in P2. And back to Quackers and Dollars, as Dollars is looking for a way past, but is too far behind. Oh, and he just takes a move out of a lifetime there and gets better speed out of the hairpin. Quackers still holding on. Beautiful move from Dollars out of the hairpin as he moves himself back into P3, but the Audi is fast down the straight. As we see Quackers very wide out of turn 1. And Dollars back into P3. Let's hope they have enough fuel on board. Should be enough for a couple of laps. So we see Quackers on the rear bumper of Dollars now. Going for a tighter line out of bridge corner. He's got the move on Dollars. Dollars trying to close the inside, but Quackers finding a way through. Dollars will have to take a better line out of the hairpin. As we see Quackers. We have Dollars. It's side by side as they go down to the start-finish straight. Wow, these 2 are really duking it out right now. We have 2 more laps to go in this one as we see Quackers on the inside into turn 1. As we see Dollars is trying to look for a better line out of the corner, but Quackers has him covered off right now. But this is very close racing. Both driver pushing the engines and their skill levels to the test. tiny bit of a drift there from Dowlers as he tries to just find a way through. We hear that a roaring Porsche in the front. Will Dowlers be able to do this? He's got one lap to go when they get through the start-finish straight. He's gonna have to dig down deep. He will have the slipstream on Quackers. As we see Quackers trying to hold the inside now. Dowler's going on the outside. Oh, no squeezing. Dowler's moving himself up into P3. Both drivers driving at the very limit, the very edge right now. Let's hope no accidents occur from this. They're pushing as hard as they possibly can in the last few stages, last few corners. Oh, Stallers is very slightly out of bridge corner, trying to cover off Quackers. Trying to squeeze him into the wall a little bit. Dollar's going very defensive into the hairpin. Trying to cover off Quackers now for his dear life. Oh, and Dowler's making a boo-boo. Dowler's made a big mistake. He just stopped in the hairpin. Oh, little tight there. As they go through, Quackers taking P3, P4 there for Dowlers. We have P5 for Haldir. Very, very good job there for Haldir as we see Senna in P5. We have Vatanen in P7. And we have Kim in P8. Good job regarding... Oh, no! Oh, Kim... Oh, Kim is probably, yeah, I think Kim has lifted his hands off the wheel. And, ay, such, yeah, not a good race for Kim. I think Kim has gone into auto drive. He does not want to drive the final stretch. Ay. Little too much throttle there, as we see Rex in P8, we have Kim P9, we have P10 there for race clean. All right, that was the round 6 done for Tier 2. A good little race, good little scramble there from Dowlers and Quackers. A good start from Kim Gadanitz and Koval. Kim screwing up a little bit with his strat, maybe. But yeah, that's how it goes. P5 for Haldir, I think that's one of the best positions he's gotten so far this season. So Haldir definitely did an amazing job in this one. Good job for Race Clean as well, or RC. Sticking in there and not giving up. And trust me, RC, you will get faster as the races go. It is a little bit scary the first time you enter a league like this, and you don't have a lot of experience racing with people like this, but trust me, you will get faster, you will get better, and suddenly you will be further up the field, and that day will come. So good race from everyone. relatively clean. We had a few spins here and there, but it seems to happen on deep forest. It is a very difficult and technical track, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the final 2 rounds will give us. But the second to last round will be Grand Valley Highway Short and in the group twos. So that's going to be very interesting. That is a subpar 59-second lap. And yeah, the cars are fast, and the NSX will probably be dominating as hell on that track. So 59 seconds. Maybe the Tier 1 boys could even push it to 58 seconds on that lap. So, yeah, definitely one to watch. And the walls are close. And I have a feeling in Tier 1 there will be lots of collisions that will cripple cars to the breaking point. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. I have been Slingshot Cherberg, and goodbye.